Hey, welcome to Saturday and welcome to a beautiful night here on Steve's Sporty Balls. And I should have the microphone over here. Yes, hi. We're here, we're live, and just right with the main event of the Money in the Bank match, and we are going to bring you as much of it as we possibly can. And now you got Cody Rhodes, you have Randy Orton and Kevin Owens going up against the new bloodline. We have a tag made, and it is Sequoia versus Cody Rhodes. Both of them begin punching. Rhodes gets whipped into the ropes, another whip, and down goes Sequoia. Down goes Sequoia. Sequoia gets up again. A flip by Cody Rhodes. Rhodes looking stronger than ever. And I don't mean stronger than dirt either. Cody Rhodes, bam, slam, thank you, ma'am. And there goes another member of the supposed bloodline. He go bye-bye. And how about Jacob Fatu? Jacob Fatu. He goes down. Cody Rhodes has totally whipped. And now the flyby, and there went Sequoia. Sequoia is down. Cody Rhodes is a man in the ring by himself with the referee. Cody Rhodes ready to do it again. And a nice little sacrifice. Jacob Fatu pushing his brother in. Now Fatu the headbutt, or Kokoban, as it used to be called many moons ago. Jacob Fatu just getting geeked up. Cody Rhodes. He runs, and Cody Rhodes flips him over to the ringside area, or uh, to the little ringside announce table. Sequoia goes for a 2 count, gets it. This crowd is going wild. I mean, wild. And there's some nice trajectory to the uh, bell area, as we like to call it, the ring bell area. I don't know what they call it in reality, but here we go. Good crowd of over 19,000 at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We'll get you the scores and some stories from sports and entertainment coming up. No, he couldn't. Get ready for the cross. Well, it was going to be crossroads. The ref gets crumbled. And it looks like crossroads. Yes, but there is no referee to make the count. The referee got knocked down by Sequoia's little thumb there. Oh, he's moving around. And, he's out of the ring. Kevin Owens flattens Sequoia. And that only leaves one man. That, of course, is the Mister himself, RKO. And he does it. He hits him with an RKO. But no referee to count. The ref is down. There he is right there. Kevin Owens trying to get him up. And whoops, well, goodbye to the American announce table. And you got to be kidding me. Well, they are neat. As they get rid of the monitors, Randy Orton helping out a little bit. A nice clean table. And now, oh yes, it's time to give Sequoia what Sequoia's crew gave to Paul Heyman. But no, Jacob Fatu comes back and cleans house, as it were. So now, whoops, and the ref gets down and injured. Kevin Owens, again, twice to Fatu. Twice, another shot to Fatu, 3 times. A little Bronco Bomb. Kevin Owens smashes, dashes, and juliennes, and well, there went the hydration station for Prime. Security's getting in there, making sure the fans are protected. Here comes Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, SmackDown at the announce table. SmackDown at the announce table. SmackDown in the announce table. The announce table is now dead and seeking a proper burial. Here comes Kevin Owens. He grabs another member of the fake bloodline. I might as well call it that. It's Kevin Owens. Oh, baby. This is what they've come to see. We'll give you an entire recap of tonight's Money in the Bank match. It's been a fair night, but well, look, bye, see you. Ooh, low blow by the lowest of low blows. Member of the bloodline, and well, that's another guy on the bloodline that gets RKO'd. Do we hear a third? Yes, we hear a third. And here comes Sequoia. Sequoia, who got the RKO, smashes Orton with the thumb, and there's the thumb again, and he misses it. Crossroads time. Yes, but there is no referee to make the count. No referee. And another crossroads. And do we have a third crossroads ready? No, here comes Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu. Bye-bye. Whoops. Gave it to Cody Rhodes. Now Fatu picks up Rhodes. Fatu gives him the Malachi Crunch. But there is no referee to count. The referee is totally been annihilated. They got to call in another referee. Oh boy, it's now tag team time on Rhodes. The world champion is about to meet his maker, his doom. Solo Sequoia, it's ready, sizes him up, and knocks him out. No referee. Oh, here, Jacob Fatu gets referee to count. 1, 2, 3. The bloodline succeed. The bloodline have taken out Rhodes, Owens, and Orton. Sequoia stands as he sizes up his victim. And Jacob Fatu has the ceremonial necklace and will put it on the false god. There will be a rematch, you can bet. Solo Sequoia has won this match, but not without the help of the bloodline. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to conclude this Money in the Bank. In fact, we're going to give you the results of Money in the Bank right here, right now. Let's go to it. What a night, what a night, what a night. And this bloodline is deadly and dangerous. But you know what? I think the bloodline privately have respect for the team of Rhodes, Orton, and Owens. Both of them should be winners. And that is how the pay-per-view or the premium pay-per-view, or no, the premium live event or the Peacock live event will end tonight. I don't know if they're going to have a press conference, but we will let you know. Right now, we give you the our main event. That is it for Money in the Bank. Ray Verchi. The next premium live event will be SummerSlam. Hopefully, we'll bring that to you. We'll bring you the main event of that coming up in the summer, late summer. But right now, welcome again to the excitement of not Money in the Bank, but our little show, and I do mean little, our little bit of a show tomorrow, NXT Heat Wave. Don't know if we're going to bring you the main event of that match, but folks, we're glad you're here with us. And I'm just checking my watch because my din-din should be about done in 3 minutes. But let's give you a chance. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout in 2 minutes. And then sports scores, sports news, entertainment news. It's all here. Matt, Ed, and Eddie, how you doing? How's everything? I got the billboard to work, so I'm post. In fact, let me just do this here. I'm going to do this right now, as a matter of fact. Okay, where is we? Where is we? Oh, right here. Okay, give me a few moments to aggregate something, but yeah, I think I yes, I did. So let's go to X and let's give you, like we do, friends. We have two wrestling promotions having Saturday night excitement. We'll bring you all of that fun coming up in just a few moments. Right now, I got to do a little posting. So let's see. First, I got to check and see how Din Din is. Be right back. This is not an official break. Unofficial break. Oh boy. Well, well, now, you would say, what the, does it say, we got to flip it? Anyway, yeah, somewhere, somewhere in the rule book is. Somewhere in the rule book. That is the rule book. Ah. Man, it's no. I don't know where I put it. Where did I put the instructions, guys? Instruction is for. Well, I'm going to put this in for about 5 more minutes yet. Close this up and try to find things. Yes, the hunt is on. Hey. Yeah, the hunt may be on, but I think in a way it's watching. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. Somewhere on the rainbow. Which right now I want somewhere. Frick is it? Did I throw it out? I could have thrown it out. I didn't see it. You ever have one of those times when you see something and instead it's like Miraji? I am seeing that right now. I see nothing around here, so let's put a little 10 more minutes on that. Okay. Hello, we come back again to this little Hall of America. Okay. You're doing well, fantastic. I'm doing a little insane here. Okay. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Okay, let's go to our sports segment first. I don't believe that I lost the recipe. Uh, I leave it in about 3 more minutes, but maybe 5 more minutes. Bronny James made his long-awaited NBA debut on Saturday when the LA Lakers faced off against the Sacramento Kings in the California Classic, a precursor to the league's annual Vegas Summer League. And all things considered, it was boring. It was a boring, underwhelming performance. James shot 2 of 9 from the field and missed both his free throws in a 108-94 loss to the Kings. He finished the game with 4 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and a steal. James, the eldest son of NBA player LeBron James, struggled for fairly predictable reasons. The biggest question mark about his game as the number 55 overall pick in last month's draft was his jump shot. His path to success in the NBA, given his limitations as a shot creator, was always going to come through the 3-and-D role, player wrote. But on Saturday, he attempted 5 shots outside the paint and made only one of them. His only conversion inside of the paint came on a layup. His jump shot looked shaky throughout the game. Now, that doesn't mean there weren't positives. James has a good feel for the game and knows how to play within an offense. He was decisive as a ball handler, turning this handoff into a quick drive for a layup that gave him his first professional points. However, as the prompter gets stuck once again. However, well, as we saw in the replay, In the third quarter, he shook off a defender with a nice behind the back dribble and sank a mid range look. And it was, and as James said of his shot selection after the game, quote, I was just trying to focus on being aggressive, going downhill, and get a layup out of it. But that wasn't open but that wasn't open all the time, so I had to settle for the mid range. My coach always told me to get downhill, especially because I'm a bigger guard, and use my body to create open lanes for myself and maybe open up for Colin Castellon sometimes. But he was just telling me to be aggressive downhill because of my athleticism as well. Now, defense has been Bronny's best trait as a prospect since high school, and he was a bit more successful on that end of the floor. He was active, coming up with several deflections and notching a steal in the box score. However, his size did prove to be a bit of an issue in certain matchups. James isn't even 6'2", which gives him a pretty unusual body for a 3 and D standard, as that archetype typically relies on longer wings as opposed to small guards. Now, there were glimpses what will give James a path to something that hopefully our teleprompter will tell me. Mm, tasty. And when the prompter tells me, there are glimpses of what will give James a path to success in the NBA this game, but a lot of the flaws that made him a late second round prospect were also on display. His defensive activity, especially at the point of attack, is going to serve him well early on, but he's too small to defend multiple positions at a high level. So if he doesn't, excuse me, we have a teleprompter problem. Thank you. So if he doesn't develop a jump shot, he's just not going to be able to justify any sort of consistent role. That jumper looked like it needed work on Saturday, just as it has throughout his entire amateur career. Now, summer league struggles by no means suggest disappointing careers. James has a long way to go, and one game that wasn't even played in Vegas won't mean much in the grand scheme of things. He looked more or less like the prospect that the wider basketball world believed him to be on a Saturday, a flawed yet promising role player who needs to improve if he's going to stick in the NBA. Okay, now we're going to take our official timeout, back with more sports, more me, and probably some tilapia. Stay tuned, shall we? Yes. Jeez. I'm supposed to be smart attention to. Hi. Ooh, that's so tasty. That's so tasty. Okay. Well, I hope I did good. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here, actually. Oh, yeah. Let's go to Shiz. Shiz. So I'm gonna put this thing in the air fryer. Hi. Mm-hmm. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. We had two wrestling events on Saturday. Let's give you both results from a night of pro wrestling here on our little show of shows. And for that, we see you like. Okay. There we go. We're giving you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we got your results. Let's go first to the main little event on Saturday. The Money in the Bank results. We give you the results. We don't give you the BS. We had Drew McIntyre versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight versus Jay Uso versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. The winner of that was Drew McIntyre, but it should have been LA Knight who got it. But guess who interferes? That's right. The interferer was simply one CM Punk. Phil Morris, once again, fooled Drew McIntyre and LA Knight. Now he's got an enemy in both. So SummerSlam looks like it's going to be very interesting. All right. Our next matchup, we had Sami Zayn, the champion, versus Braun Breaker, the son of Rick Steiner, for the Intercontinental Championship. And the winner of that, and still the champion, Sami Zayn. Now, this is the only time we do in full here. We cut the BS, but in this case, we do not. John Cena, we've not heard from him in a while, but now we have. Cena says fans are in the Scotiabank Arena to make some noise, and he says then says he's there to officially announce his retirement from the WWE. He says fans may have some questions as to why he's doing it in Toronto, and says he's been signed with WWE for 2 decades. He says only the most dedicated and hardcore fans stand by the side of a wrestler. And it says whether WWE is hot or cold, Canadians always show up. Cena says he will be there when history is made when Raw moves to Netflix. He says that his last match will be at next year's WrestleMania in Las Vegas, Nevada. He announces that he will be kicking off the Money in the Bank post-show press conference to answer questions about his retirement. Tonight, he tells anyone who wants some to come get some because the last time is now. We are positioning ourselves. We can't go beyond 1 o'clock, unfortunately, not on a Saturday. So we're going to try to see if or when on our little time we have for you here on the second half of our little showcase show here. Can we see if the post show is any who's abouts? Well, if not, that's okay. We rely on Wrestling Inc. to give us the news, and we shall provide. Okay, so I guess it's not on Peacock. Probably be on YouTube. We'll try to find out. Damian Priest, the champion, versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this is where CM Punk screwed both McIntyre and Rollins. The deal is if Rollins won, Damian Priest would no longer be in Judgment Day. If Damian Priest won, Seth Rollins would be given. Seth Rollins did the Cody Rhodes deal with Chris Jericho when he was a champion at AEW. That was what was it? Yeah, it was Chris Jericho. No, oh yeah, it was. No, it was either Chris Jericho or MJF when he gave the deal, or when he accepted the deal that he'll get a championship shot, but if he can't beat him, no more championship shot. And that's what brought him back to the WWE. So there you go. Brought Cody Rhodes back to WWE. So Rollins became Cody Rhodes. So I think Seth Rollins will be going to AEW. Anyway, let's get on with it. Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi versus Chelsea Green versus Io Sky versus Zoe Stark versus Lyra Valkyria in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And shockingly, the predictions were wrong. It wasn't Chelsea Green. It was Tiffany Stratton. Mm-hmm. And then we had the Bloodline with Tonga Loa versus Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. And, well, we all know who won that one. The Bloodline. So, there you go. And there we go. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and halitosis. Or Halle Berry if you prefer. Can we see if YouTube, and we are on YouTube for now, has gotten is going to give us the press conference? If so, oh, okay, I don't see the press conference, but I see something else. So, there you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. We bring you the scores. That's right, we bring you the score. Actually, no. Now is the time on our broadcast we go entertainment. I forgot the format of this show. It's a very good one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good day everywhere. Before we give you the scores, let's give you some other news from the entertainment world and maybe a little sports headlines. It's time for sports and entertainment lines. And we'll get you over to the AEW Collision event. Okay, we have news for you. NASCAR veteran Josh Bilicki has joined MBM Motorsports. Thank you. For this Sunday afternoon's NASCAR Cup Series race on the Chicago Street Course, his first race of the 2024 season. He has not yet competed in a NASCAR Cup Series race this year, but that's set to change. Though he has only once competed full-time at the sport's top level, I'll shut you down so you can fix yourself. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. The 29-year-old at Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, is set to compete for MBM Motorsports in Sunday's 75-lap race around the 12-turn, 2.2-mile temporary street course. Though he competed for Carl Long's team in an Xfinity Series race back in 2017, he's never done so in the Cup Series. Bilicki competed in 10 Cup Series races last year, all for Live Fast Motorsports. One of those races was the inaugural race on street in Chicago. He finished in 23rd. Now, despite the fact he has not competed in the Cup Series in 2024, he's kept busy by competing in select races for DGM Racing in the Xfinity Series, and he recently made his debut for Joe Gibbs Racing after signing a part-time deal to compete for the Toyota Powerhouse. 4 drivers have driven the number 66 Ford. Timmy Hill, Dave Starr, BJ McLeod, and Chad Fincham in this past Sunday afternoon's race at Nashville. Hill is the only one of these 4 drivers with multiple starts, having competed in both the Circuit of Americas and North Wilkesboro. MBM Motorsports, which recently withdrew from the race at Iowa Speedway after planning to enter that event with Starr in the number 66, have not yet announced any drivers for beyond this weekend, though they do plan to compete in several additional races this season. Full-time, maybe next season. We'll just have to wait and see. Sunday's race in Chicago, you can watch that on NBC and Peacock. Let's give you an update. Speaking of AEW, let's give you an update on Kenny Omega and his in-ring return status. Kenny Omega's anticipated tag team partnership with Chris Jericho for the AEW World Tag Team Championships was derailed by his battle with diverticulitis, a serious medical condition that he immediately had to address. Following his surgery, we now have an update on the in-ring status. On the May 1st episode of Dynamite, Kenny Omega made his first appearance since December. He discussed his recovery before the Elite, including Young Bucks, Jack Perry, and Kazuki Okada launched a surprise attack, and he was written off AEW television. Kenny Omega underwent surgery for his condition and is on the road to recovery. How's he doing? Well, while speaking on Fightful Select's Q&A podcast, Sean Ross Sapp was asked about Kenny Omega's in-ring status. He reported that Omega is not expected to be back on AEW television in the coming months, adding that everything was unforeseen and that he needs to recover, get in shape, and then train for an in-ring return as well. So we wish him well. Okay. The Gang of Oreo just launched a limited edition flavor that tastes just like, well, someone's favorite ice cream. The kitchen love Oreos. And right now, believe it or not, the new flavor is no baked cheesecake. No, it's mint flavored. It's mint chipped flavored cream. So, huzzah. It's a mint chip chocolate sandwich cookie. There you go. Okay. Let's get back to some more headlines, some more entertainment news. Some more entertainment news. Bada bada boom. Let's see here. The ACC order finished predictions. Well, we won't get to that. Brett Keselowski pulls back the curtain on new NASCAR charter agreement. Yay! Let's see here. Yeah, we got the Money in the Bank thing, and NASCAR today unveiled its EV prototype race car in Chicago. Congratulations. Caitlin Clark. Oh, this is very hissy. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark recorded the first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history on Saturday in Indiana's 83-78 victory over the first-place New York Liberty in Indianapolis. Clark pulled down her 10th rebound at the 7:07 mark of the fourth quarter, giving her the triple-double. She finished the game with 19 points, 13 assists, and 12 rebounds. So there you go. You go, girl. Okay, let us do. While we go one way, we go the other way, ladies and gentlemen. And that is back to that, and let's get you the collision. Do we have the collision news? Do we have? Let's see. AEW. Oh, thank you. AEW Collision results 7/6/2024. Thank you. Discount Tire Company. Just AEW Collision. All righty. If we can get everything. Okay, we'll get everything here. Yes, we can. There it is. All right. We give you No BS, just full results. So let's go to it. It's a conglomeration taking on the Iron Savages. The conglomeration wins. Timeless Tony Storm versus Trish Adora. And Timeless Tony Storm wins. Jack Perry, the TNT champion, went up against an old friend from Days of Jurassic Express, Marco Stunt. And while Marco pulled out some good stuff, he couldn't beat Jack Perry. Jack Perry won. Claudio Castagnoli versus the Beast Mortis, and Claudio wins. Riho versus Lady Frost. Riho wins, and Hangman Adam Page took out Jay White to advance to the finals, where he will go up against Bryan Danielson as AEW Dynamite comes to you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, just in time for the Calgary Stampede. All right, folks, are you ready? Because we didn't have much of an entertainment show, but folks, it's time for scores, and then we say au revoir, yathur. Because on my clock, it's 10:53. We've been on the air for, 46 minutes. Wow. Okay, let's get you to the scores. Then we'll get to everything else of note. We'll get you some Hollywood news as well, kiddies. So here we go. In the WNBA, the final scores from tonight. Fever over Liberty, 83-78. Lynx over Mystic, 74-67. The third round, the John Deere Classic in first place, Davis Thompson with 21 under. A tie for second between Eric Cole and Aaron Rye at 19 under. And tie for fourth at 17 under, Hayden Springer and C.T. Pond. In Major League Baseball, in the bottom of the seventh inning, Rockies lead the Royals 3-1. The bottom of the fourth inning, Diamondbacks lead the Padres 2-1. Final scores: Yankees beat the Red Sox in base football. You'll know it when the score is up. 14-4, Yankees over the Redskins. Or the Red Sox. Twins over the Astros 9-3. What a way not to make a living. Angels over the Cubs 7-0. Rangers over the Rays 4-3. Nationals, they were playing a little football as well. They beat the Cardinals, who scored 2 field goals. Final score 14-6. Nationals. Mets over the Pirates 5-2. Athletics, well, they also played a little football. They beat the Orioles 19-8. Guardians over the Giants 5-4. Blue Jays over the Mariners 5-4. Tigers over the Reds 5-3. Marlins over the White Sox 4-3. Braves over the Phillies 5-1. 5-3. In Major League Soccer, Salt Lake and Atlanta are right now in the 55th minute. They're tied at 1. At the half, Austin, New York City are tied. And in the 15th minute of play, Seattle Sounders lead the New England Revolution 1-0. Final scores: Columbus over Toronto 4-0. Philadelphia and Philadelphia and New York tie with goose eggs. Montreal and Vancouver ended in a 1-1 tie. Orlando over DC 5-0. Cincinnati over Inter Miami 6-1. In Liga MX, 2 games still going on in progress. Guadalajara and Toluca in the 89th minute, still scoreless. In the 86th minute, Tigres over Necaxa 1-0. Full final scores: Atletico San Luis over America 2-0. And just about underway, Cruz Azul versus Mazatlan. In the National Women's Soccer League, in the halftime, New York, New Jersey over Angel City 2-0. In the 45th minute, with a minute added for injury time, Washington over the Bay 2-0. Final scores: Chicago over Houston 1-0, and Orlando over Kansas City. Kansas City, here they come. 2-1 in Brazilian soccer. Flamengo and Cuiabá tied at 1. Sao Paulo over Bragantino 2-0. Postponed games are as follows: Bahia and Cuiabá, Botafogo and Palmeiras, Juventude and Atletico MG, Cruzeiro and Bragantino, and a few others as well. So there you go. There you go, right there. Right there in a nutshell, or in a shell of a nut. But anyway, yeah, let's see if there's a good attempt at some entertainment news for you. Well, NBA TV Sooners fireworks are on hold as it is now official. This will be the final season. After 36 years, the Turner Networks are out of the NBA. Now, while Warner Brothers Discovery is not ready to concede, he is resigned to losing the NBA. Now, if you manage to make it through Independence Day and with a number of fingers and a head, it's certainly possible you may be using those intact digits to scratch your head over the state of the NBA rights deal. With apologies to anyone who's been relieved of a couple of extremities, the league's slow-moving process of mapping out the next decade plus of its partnerships have been a real stumper. If no progress has been made on the contractual front, formal offers by the incumbent Disney and returning powers and newcomers, Comcast and Amazon, have yet to be prepared. The broad term of each arrangement were established weeks ago. ABC, ESPN will pay an average fee of some $2.5 billion per season to retain the NBA's A package, which includes a big slate of regular season playoff games as well as the exclusive to the finals. NBC will take the B side with a $2.6 billion offer that will expand basketball's broadcast footprint. On the streaming front, Amazon stepped in with a $1.8 billion bid for a third package. And let's just say when the lawyers are done raking in the billable hours, the official deals will more or less follow the outlines of the terms sketched out. Given an 11-year scale, the NBA looks to generate some $76 billion in rights fees between the first season under a new structure, 25-26, and the last, 35-36, which is a little more than 3 times what the league will have squeezed out from its current packs with Disney and Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, if you're looking at the new rights bundle from the perspective of the compound annual growth rate, NBA is going to be big. Now, what more can we say except it's not done yet, but when it is, we'll bring you the official word and finally have a quote-unquote funeral. Okay. And once again, the NFL is liable for $4.7 billion in Sunday ticket case. Wow. Ross Chastain stands up for Carson Hulliker and takes on a mentorship role. Yay. Let's see what else we got here. Josh Payne on expended CFP and fans losing patience with a late kick cut. There we go. More bad news for Wolverines in light of Michigan State's resurgence under Jonathan Smith. We'll tell you about that tomorrow. Detroit buildings were headed for demolition until they were saved, and they look better. Discovery holders get $125 million in Warner Brothers merged accord. Shane Van Gisbergen earns a third Xfinity Series win of 2024 at Chicago. And Las Vegas Strip casino operators could see earnings boost after the Tropicana and Mirage closers. So there you go, folks. And that is it. We have officially done the hora. That's right. We've done the hour. We may have started out a little late, but it is now 11:02, which means we enjoy your company. Thank you for tuning in. We are back tomorrow, 10 o'clock on spot. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you for my producer, good friend, and equal host of the Last Call Cafe, Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and for the equal producer, or as we like to call him, we like to call both of them producers, Jay, the brain with two wins, to avoid legal. Man, for my friends, for you, for Harry von Stuttgart, Lord Hawthorne Hayes, Jethro Depew, and every one of us here at the L2C Media Network and Mystifying Creativity Productions. I'm Steve the Baxman Backsleep. Remember to always keep your balls shining. And we'll talk to you tomorrow night at this same time. And don't worry, folks. I'll find the little thing that I made last night, and I will post it up, as we really and truly do need someone to write some music for lyrics that were thought up by me long ago for a theme and a closing theme for our little show here called Steve Sporty Ball. So we'll see you. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network. See ya!